Yeah. I'm back. Yeah. Look, crazy 8th grade, nerdcore rap guy. Got into a dual fate and I just pulled a trap card. Third-rate rappers with a fourth-rate catalog. Destined for the shadow realm, y'all should never act hard. Flow is so insidious that I need an apprentice type. Master with the force, peep the context in my sentence, right? Phantom like the Sith is, just don't ask me what my pen is like. They know that I'm the menace, who you kidding? Bitch, I'm Dennis Nice. Sweet to drive, hide-headed, rhymes are surely cold. Tested, you can never twist my metal like the jury goes. I ain't never mad when I push it to the max. I got Chris riding with me, bout to turn this bitch to Fury Road. Since animated, I'm the one the crew congratulated. When this will provide protective cover like it's laminated. Damn, I made this 16 like a guillotine. It's fascinating. If you think that you're ahead, you get decapitated. All that aside, I ain't merely here to rap words. I'm here to tell you who representing for the black nerds. And to remind you, neither one of these are bad words. Biggest living mirrors, they just choose to see it backwards. Who be the leaders of discussion when a topic trends? Dissections got the culture under microscopic lens. Who got the type that you can miss it from the start and make you feel like an expert on the subject by the time it ends? Check the stat, Louis, viewership is mad nice. All these other shows don't seem to cut it, that's a bad slice. Off the books with unscripted drills you can't write. No vampires, but these interviews don't end right. Yeah, this is the best part. Rhymes on Mandalorian, the pen is made of best score. Starting a war with these stars, you won't get far. This is the way you play a game of life or death star. So far removed from the drama, we don't know this harm, but won't hesitate to shed a light like a Patronus charm. With mischief managed, troubles at a disadvantage. Must be something in the water, dip your toe because you know it's warm. Where can you find another show with such a fine cast? And if you try to box them in, they playing Minecraft. And basically to sum it up like you define math, this crew's the best and it figures like a line graph. A merry band like the words I do. Level-headed, you don't have to have absurd IQs. They know you can relate because they're nerds like you. With their help, you'll see the world from a blur's eye view. Yeah. You are now tuned in to Blerd's Eye View. And without further ado, we out. Yeah.
All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in for a nice, warm Tuesday evening edition of Blerd's Eye View. I'm your host and captain of the ship, man on the wall, Chris Fury. And before we get into our regular bit of jargon, let's talk to the people out here. So first off, welcome to Blerd's Eye View. Feel free to chat with fellow nerds and blurs below. Like and subscribe to stay notified on the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button to stay notified. Super chats are most appreciated, and it helps keep the stream going. And we are live Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we have clips Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Also, Chip Boykins. Oh, welcome, Chip Boykins. He says, will this have video or only sound? Well, here's the good thing. We do video and audio, so you can also listen to us wherever you listen to your podcasts, including iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. So if that answers your question, you're in the right place. So we're also live on Always Press Record Television, or past episodes are on Always Press Record TV. That's APR TV on your Roku and Amazon Fire devices. So go ahead and check us out and have some fun with that. Mal's in the building. What's happening, Mal? What's going on? Bama is in the building. What's happening, Bama? What's going on? My brother, Mal. Yes, permission to come aboard, my guy. Thank you for the donations. That always helps very much, very much. Thank you very much. Can't get this started without part of my crew, so let's get it in with whoopty freaking do. That was not supposed to rhyme, but apparently I was good at it. You're muted, whoopty.
My bad. I said it's just another hot day in Atlanta. Man, indoors is where it's at right now. It's too hot.
We finally broke 80 degrees. What's today? Today's Tuesday. We finally broke 80 degrees Sunday. Finally. And I kind of regret it a little bit. I need a nice median. 80 degrees. 88 is not bad.
We're headed straight into rain for the coming weekend, which kind of sucks.
That seems to be a lot of us. So, but yeah, our guests are here. So, if you've been living under a rock for the past couple of years, this young lady is a powerhouse in the special effects makeup industry, and she is putting most people who've been in the industry 20 years or longer to shame. At only 8 years old, she was ventured out there to be one of the best in upcoming previous cheer award winner. She just hosted, I think it was last year, she hosted the makeup artist forum, and she's out here doing business, and she and her father are part of Blerd Station to help get a project off the ground. That is Dakota Patton, aka Morvael Fx. What's going on?
Hello.
What's happening?
How you doing?
Good.
Let me give you this real quick because you get this, and then this one. I'm gonna get some branded stuff in here. So first up, Jarell and Dakota, thank you for coming in. We put you up there on the big screen. There we go. And first off, thank you for everything you guys are doing. Dakota, last time you were on, you're 10 now, right?
8.
I'm 8.
8. Okay, yeah, still 8. Okay. Man, it's time. Time is slow. Time is slow.
We did our interview with you guys the first time. I think she was 6.
6. Yeah. So yeah, look, this young lady, I'm telling you, people, you might want to watch it. I don't know how we're gonna do it this time, but first off, congratulations on your cheer award.
Thank you.
Thank you. And congratulations on helping to in your the makeup artists division.
The makeup artist the hair award show.
Yes.
The movies.
That was. I'm like, look at her. She's doing the thing. She's doing the thing. So,
Thank you.
Dakota, what's it like being the youngest special effects makeup artist in the world, not the country, the world?
It feels
And then, go ahead. Tell the people.
How's it feel?
It feels amazing because I'm the only kid in the world who does makeup, and I like getting donated money.
Sweetheart, we all love it. You're just finding it out early. So I just want to show just a couple of your pictures of some of the work you've done. But here, this is
Pennywise.
Yeah, your Pennywise, Terrifier. That's just a taste. It's just a taste. Here you are with your cheer award. So congratulations once again on that one.
Thank you.
But I seen the video for that, and just with the long train for your dress and everything else. I said, look at this. This young lady is getting it. Big smiles on my face, got my face hurting. Like I got a little niece in the game or something.
It's like y'all all watched her like since she was 3. She's been doing it. So it's like everybody who's been along for her journey, y'all all watched her grow up.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoopsie, got a question?
I am a makeup enthusiast, a former makeup artist myself, but mainly bridal and stuff like that. So I had some questions. Are there any particular special effects makeup companies that you'd like to work with, like a Kryolan or a Mayron or Ben Nye or any of those kind of companies? You'd like to get in with them and maybe become part of their teams?
A Mayron.
You already work with them.
Oh.
You work with everybody that she's named. You work with them.
Really?
They all send. So she doesn't. Dakota doesn't really know the people who send her things. I just let her have at it when they send them. But they've all sent her things. Mayron is especially the one who basically helped start her out with everything. They sent, like in the beginning stages when Dakota was first starting out, they were sending everything to her. So that's a real big supporter of hers.
Good.
I gotta say that is freaking impressive, man. That is amazing that you even get to work with all these people. And she's worked with some big names, like Rich Baker is one of them. You know, to work with like people who are in the game, who are veterans in the game of special effects, and to have that type, to have the influence on them as they did for you, and then now you're influencing other people behind you that are kids themselves. They're saying, look, she's only 8 and she's doing all this stuff, you know, and dare I say, better than most people, actually. Like much better than most people. I do, without saying too much, I know that you had an opportunity to get behind the scenes on the Thriller set, and you got a chance to meet Jafaar Jackson.
Yes, I got a chance to meet Jafaar Jackson.
And I gotta say, the look on your face when your dad shows that video, when she finds out that it's Michael's nephew, was just like, oh wait, you're technically like one step away from King of Pop royalty.
See, to her, so she's so young, she doesn't know. She like listens to Michael when I'm listening to it in the household, but she doesn't know his stardom. Like she doesn't really understand how big Michael was. She just knows that mom and dad listen to Michael Jackson in the house and we love Michael. That's about it. She doesn't really know, oh, he's really, really big. Like,
yeah,
Michael Jackson was literally like, I want to say the second most famous person in the world.
Yeah.
Those concerts were insane.
Yes. Dakota, we will be one to tell you that Michael himself, even now, he is charted. He's probably the only artist. He's the only artist to chart in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now 2020s. That's 6 decades.
Yeah.
No other artist. So you're literally in the same room as someone else who has done something that no one else has done. You're an 8-year-old special effects makeup artist. No one else has been in these roles like you have. You know, other people have to like literally work and go to school and do all these great things and do all these amazing things, but it takes them years and years. And here you are, like right out the gate, natural talent. You know, natural talent, and your parents are fostering that talent, and also stopping you and your siblings from stealing snacks out the cupboard.
Oh man, I'm so glad she's past that stage now. It's like because Dylan's older now, so we don't have. She doesn't steal him anymore. She just asks. But I have another one, and her name is Anastasia. And when I tell you, she looks just like Dylan. It's scary, but her appetite is worse than Dylan's. So it's chaotic in the house, but it's fun. It's fun.
That's good. That's good. So Dakota, I have to ask you. You've done makeup for your father. You've done work on your father as the Grinch and as zombies. Horror makeup is your niche. And it's very rare that we get any kids that's of your age range that are into horror and not really bothered by it. I was like, there's a lot of kids at your age. It's just like, yeah, I don't want to watch that movie. I don't want to watch that movie. It's too much. And to see someone, Mal saying it. He said she's a triple threat, natural talent, created and gifted. A triple threat, yes.
You're trying to see what is your favorite scary movie? Yep, there you go. I mean, that's the TV show, but
yeah.
Her favorite person is always Pennywise.
Yeah. Oh, that one gave everybody nightmares.
So when she was watching Welcome to Derry, like her eyes was like glued to the television. And then when we went to the MUAs, she actually met the makeup artists that were working on Welcome to Derry.
I was watching the movie, but my mom thought it was a good idea to jump scare me. That I got from Greg Nicotero.
Oh my God! See, once again, just name dropping. It's just like this name dropping. Just name dropping. Jafaar says, "Do you have any plans for Spirit of Halloween plans this year?"
So we actually cut ties with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we cut ties with Spirit. There was the deal that they tried to give. It wasn't, what was in her best interest. Seeing that what she was doing and the amount of traction that they were getting from her name. Like, I understand Spirit is a really big company and people knew of it, but we were in such high demand for her in Savannah and in the Georgia area when she first started, that once she started, they were like, hey, contacting us, like, hey, we need her to come out. We want to bring her to New Jersey to the flagship store. But the deal that they wanted to give was a good deal at first, and then they took the deal away. So I was just like, yeah, we're not going to do that.
Right. Know your worth. Know your worth. I think this is something that a lot of children who are just getting into any form of entertainment or any form of just amping up their abilities, it's knowing their worth. I know the last time you guys were on, we asked how did Dakota get started, and she's like, most kids, she's drawing on the walls and doing all the stuff that normal kids would do. It's normal, people. It's normal. Don't flip out. Just get the kind of crayons that wash off the walls. And instead of like the majority of parents will be like, oh my God, and they will flip out. You and your wife kind of fostered that. And you said, no, that's beautiful art. Let's try this, and you steer them, gentle parenting, as they would say. And
I tried as much as possible. At first, it scared the crap out of me, but I just, I just knew I couldn't damper her light. I didn't want to do that.
Thank you, Chess Cage.
I wanted to give her as much shine as possible and be that parent that be like, hey, you know what? If you do it, it's good, cool. If you can't, fine. We'll move on to the next thing. It's just fun. I wasn't expecting her to be as good as she was at 3 years old. I seen how steady her hand was, her movements, and how dedicated she was to learning. I said, okay, you might be onto something. And here we are, almost 6 years later. To say that is an understatement. She's still a child, and we are 6 years into her makeup career.
Dakota, you already have a foothold. You're already like a major head start. Just have 6 years ahead. That's a major head start. And you're not even in double digits.
I didn't start like dabbling in makeup until I was well in my 30s. And I only got as far as being like bridal makeup, which is, let's face it, it's boring. Let's face it, it's boring. So I have another question about FX. Is there a particular medium that you like, whether it's silicone, latex, that you prefer to work with?
Latex. Yeah, latex.
Okay. Yes.
It was easier on my skin. I was
right. Yeah, I was going to say. I'm like, yeah, it is.
I have to go with whatever she wants. I'm just fortunate enough that I don't break out when she's applying the prosthetics and stuff all over me.
So many people break out. My mom.
I figured.
We did her arms. It broke out.
Yeah, so she just did her grandmother. Her grandmother's here from New York, and I told her, I said, hey, you don't know her skin type yet, so what do you need to do? And she was like, we need to start small. So she just did a little wound on her arm, and it like broke out. I said, yes, you can't do makeup on her like that. So we got to figure out, like, I think it was just like the Pros Aid that she was using. Might be allergic to the Pros Aid. So.
Okay, yeah, it is. Yeah, catch your cakes. Yeah, it's like, well, latex is the choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you can tell, Chris, I am very knowledgeable now. I've learned because this interview, I knew nothing about what this whole field was. So for the last 2.5 years, like I've been like, okay, what's this, with this? So I ask her a lot of questions, and surprisingly, with her being 8, I find myself asking my 8-year-old questions about just her explaining it to me. Then I'm like, wait a minute, okay. Talk to me like I'm a child, not an adult. Explain it. And she's like, Dad, like, either you get it or you get it, you don't get it. Like, which one you don't? All right.
It's Reed Richards and his daughter.
I'm trying my best, but I'm very knowledgeable now.
Go ahead, lady.
Hello, I'm sorry that I'm late. This was one I would never want to be late to, because since you've been on the show last time, I've been watching you guys grow. Voting in your stuff, so I'm so glad that you're doing what you are doing, Dakota. Just keep it up. I think for me, that I love horror, so what would be like a horror icon that you would love to recreate?
What's the character you want to recreate? Like, out of all the horror characters that you've seen, which one would you want to recreate and make it your own?
Yep.
The heart one.
Oh, you like the heart? What is it? The heart eyes? Yeah.
Oh, that was actually a really good movie.
I made a picture like that, AI'd it, and then it became heart eyes.
Yeah. So she drew a picture. So I said, okay, I want to see what this will look like if you actually like make it. So I did like an AI image of it, and she was sculpting it. So she's learning how to sculpt.
Oh.
She about to kill the game.
You know what? I need her to single-handedly bring back Face Off. Single-handedly.
So she has to use the bathroom really quick, so she's stepping away. But she is working with
Neil.
She's worked with Neil. She is workarounds around a lot of stuff. They might be trying to do something different. But I'm also trying to start her something as well.
Okay.
With, kids that are talented kids that are in different fields.
See, I like that. Oh, I like that.
That's dope.
See, when you said she's learning to sculpt, and I'm like, oh, she's about to.
Yeah, I got tired. Ready. They have a thing called Face of Horror, and I entered Dakota into it, and she got all the way into the final round, and then people realized that she was a child. So they like, she can't be in it. She can't be in it. And I was like, that's crap. Because at first there were no rules. There were no age restrictions. And then I went back and I read, and then they added age restrictions in there. They didn't want her in it because she was like at the top. So like the competition was going on. Then they reached out and was like, oh, well, due to age restrictions, she can't be in it. So I was like, yeah, that's kind of crap because you guys didn't have it in there at first. But now you do. Okay, I understand. You don't want a child to upstage the adults.
Right. That's ugly.
Yeah, go ahead. Whoopi?
I'm always the one with the stack of notes on the side here. The question I have is, who are your biggest creative influences?
Who do you watch and who do you learn from? Who's like your mentors?
Rick Breaker.
The course.
That's a good.
No, that's a well-rounded list, actually.
And you also Christian Tinsley, as Christian was the one who supplied them with the prosthetics for Thriller.
This is a lot of. There's so much going on with Dakota because she amazes me every time I see something new from her.
Who you telling? So imagine when behind not being scared of what she does and them trying to scare me, I actually get to see it firsthand and watch, and it'd be like, all right, nah, yes, granted, I have other kids in the house, so I can't just sit there all the time and just watch her. But when she's done or in the midst of doing things, like I try to get as much footage as I can. Dakota's a perfectionist. She doesn't like really putting her work out there unless it's like perfect to her. I tell her all the time, you need to record your processes. So now she's in this process where she took her year and a half. I told her, I said, hey, you got to get back to what you're doing. And she was like, I don't want to do it until the Michael movie come out, because I want all the focus to be on that. And then when we are able to talk about us being on set, then I want to come back and start doing everything. I said, okay, I respect that. But I like the Michael movie doing so good, I don't know when she's gonna be able to let that die down, because it ain't gonna die down no time soon.
Oh no. It's a good almost a good month there. This movie is still like crushing.
What's the next prosthetic you want to do?
So I can do the monster. So when this movie comes out, I'm gonna be making the monster from Passenger.
I've not seen the Passenger yet. She keeps talking about this, and I don't know what it is.
It's coming out.
Coming out this weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
That trailer is one of the best trailers I've seen in a long time for a horror movie. It is so good, just for the trailer.
Search it up for you.
Oh, we gonna
It's very.
after we talk about it, and then we'll see. Stuff that I don't be knowing, and then y'all get the surprise just like I do. I didn't know nothing about this Passenger movie. I'm still stuck on Michael.
Let's put it like this. There's someone driving down a dark highway, and they see something on the side, but they keep driving. But as they're driving, they keep seeing it on the side, and then it eventually ends up inside the car. That's part of the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And then a human being gets thrown on the window, and then it gets dragged by.
Yeah. Yeah. It's.
Where'd you see this at?
I seen the trailer.
I'm
When I want to make that, that's what it is.
Yeah, I see. I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna be doing that. You need some water?
Everybody
Everybody got this little tickle.
It's not that other stuff. It's just stuff wrong.
Got this little
But
tickle.
no, what is it like? You see, and just watching you like realize like I haven't even seen this trailer. But she's like, I've seen the trailer. Let me tell you about it. So, waking up as her father, waking up and like, I know in your mind, you're thinking, what is she coming up with this time?
That was my thing.
I'd be fascinated with the things that she does. Like it, I'd be looking. Hold on.
That baby is some water.
Sound.
Now says, he says, Jarell, I commend you for being a diligent and caring father who guides and helps his daughter's creativity, talent, and future.
Facts.
Once again,
I'm trying. Listen, I got 5 daughters, so I'm trying. Okay, it's not easy because everybody does their own thing, and so I got to be dad to so many little girls, and now I have my son, so I'm 6 kids deep, and I got a wife, so I'm like all over trying to give everybody their time, but it's a lot.
when it's just you and the son, you're just like, Dad. Just like, look, it's just kind of deal with it.
Listen, he's 2, but he's showing right now that he likes football, basketball, and he's super fast. So I'm like, I ran track in high school.
There it is.
Let's see what we can get you into, buddy, because everybody in my house did something. My 19-year-old was designing dresses and swimwear. My 13-year-old was doing gaming. Dakota with makeup, Dylan with snacks. So it's like my last 2. Okay, now what are we doing? And now Dylan She doesn't want to do snacks anymore. Dylan wants to be an actress. So
literally a family affair.
Like now, watching Dylan do things that I see actresses and actors do with the crying on cues, with the believable faces, with the mannerisms, and I'm like, oh my God, you're really good at this.
I see. He's what Joe Jackson was going to be.
Listen, I'm Joe just without the beatings, okay? I just talk, and I try to understand everybody and collectively.
It's like, it says Navy says standing ovation for this amazing family. Mal says you're a blessed sir with a beautiful creative family. Yes. You know, as you're going through each kid and saying what this talent is, I'm sitting back like, oh my God. There's no reason why any one of them should be hitting marks now. Like everybody has a talent for creativity in some form. And that's phenomenal. We have not seen that since the Jackson 5. I'm just saying.
Listen.
You okay, Dakota? Too much coughing. It shook you up a little bit.
She probably aspirated a little of that water.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It takes a moment.
Because it's always when you think it's over, it's not really over. But here's just a couple of things. So, like I said, she got a chance to visit Jafaar Jackson behind the scenes and meet the makeup team, and they gifted her with a makeup box. You know, that was an amazing feat. Once again, just going back there and seeing all of that. So seeing that video where it shows, I wish I could show it, but you know, copyright. Because he was playing Thriller. So I'm like, okay, Cheryl can't show it.
Because I can't put it on you. Like I can't put that video on TikTok. I've tried, but Thriller is not on TikTok. All his other songs are on TikTok besides Thriller. So when I posted it got a strike, and I'm like, wait a minute, don't take my page away, because that's how my kids make a lot of their income is off of TikTok. So I'm like, wait. I realized like, oh, Thriller is like his only song that's not on TikTok. So I had to post the video, but when I posted it with bad on it.
Okay.
It sound bad. So all the speaking and stuff that they did, like you can't hear it unless you go to like my Facebook or my Instagram.
Right.
And you actually hear them speaking and talking and stuff.
No, it was amazing because you sent me the video to look at and it was just I was blown away. I was blown, and this is before you had posted it. I was blown away, and I'm like, man, this is unprecedented for somebody her age to be Dakota to be involved and to see all this great stuff going on around you, and you're just like, I just like what I do. I just like what I do, and your dad is full support. Your parents are in full support.
Yeah, that's the main thing, because with me being retired now and out of the military, like, so I'm completely free to just do all the traveling and everything with her, and then when her and Dylan have to go on TV shows and stuff. So mom does, still she does the back office. She's all the taxes, all the LLCs, everything with that, making sure the kids' brand is protected. I'm just the face behind the face. So I'm just there to protect my kids at every aspect.
This is y'all have the dynamic down. You just stated it. The wife is taking care of all the extra behind the scenes, legalese, paperwork, and you're just like, okay, I handle talent. I'm the talent coordinator at this point.
Go ahead and lay down, baby. You can go sit down for a second. Get yourself together.
Yeah. You're fine, Dakota. Get your breath back and Before you drink water, just gonna get that out the way.
That's all. She just wants some food. Pizza to get here.
So, Whoopi or Lenny, any other questions?
Of course, I have a question specifically for Jarell. Have you considered pivoting this after you know how many wonderful years she's going to have in the industry as a special effects artist? She has so much ahead of her. Have you ever considered pivoting into being maybe an educator in the specialist effects space?
That is the next step for her. She actually told me that she wants to start doing conventions and speaking, and so we actually it's that because I feel like I had to go to her full circle moment. Don't throw it up. 2 years ago, we were supposed to go to. Actually, no, last year we were supposed to go to Chicago because she was supposed to go there for. They have like this town in Chicago where it's like Halloween almost every single day, and they got all this stuff. So we were supposed to go there. And she was supposed to do, but she was supposed to be like one of the main attractions there. And then it didn't happen. She got sick. And then we were supposed to go to Tamron Hall. Tamron Hall didn't happen because we were in tornado watch.
Oh.
And then this year, she was supposed to do her live demo at Monsterpalooza, which is, if you know what Monsterpalooza is, it's the be-all, big-all, like big event for all special effects, anything. Everybody's there, they're doing demos. It's like being at, Blerd convention, but you're seeing special effects, and it's like at one of the biggest convention centers in Pasadena. I told her, I said, this year you can't do it. She was upset at me, but I told her, I said, this year you won't be able to do it because you had so many things going on in LA, but I got to recruit my money because everything that Dakota and Dylan made, I put in a church, so nobody can touch that. So I'm funding a lot of her stuff, me and my wife, to get her to the places that she was going. Besides going on Sector Thriller, that was completely funded by Lionsgate. But everything else, where you see her at, they'll pay for her spot to come to these conventions or to host or present, but I have to pay for everything else. So a hotel, all that stuff. So I told her, I said, I got to recruit my money, baby girl, because it's not just you. I got 6 of y'all, plus a wife. I got money for everything. So I told her, I said, give me next year. I contacted the person who she's going to be doing her demo with. She's going to be working with Mel Products. And she's going to be doing her live demo next year. Because remember, Dakota was the first and only child to ever do a demo at IMAX. And the year she did her demo, the following year they went away.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, IMAX is a convention that I have attended, probably the first convention I ever attended as a makeup artist and a makeup enthusiast. So I've seen the work that they do there. I've seen the little, I've gone twice. I've seen the display of special effects makeup that they do, and I've always been in awe of the people who sit on that stage and do those demos. So congratulations, young lady. That is an achievement. That is a great achievement.
You have the collective in the audience saying, yes, you should come to BlerdCon.
Absolutely.
I keep trying to figure out when you guys do it, because I think every time you guys are doing it, somebody's trying to get her. I think the last time that you guys did it, she was on J HUD. So
okay.
Hudson, and I was trying to get her there this year.
Stephen Harley.
She was on. We were in LA for the MUAs, so it's like I never actually coordinated perfectly. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna let her do it next year. Let her try to come to like all these conventions and see. It was in March, so yeah, we were in LA for the MUAs, doing that. So it's every time, but I'm gonna try to set everything up so she can come and experience these things. Because we've only been to one convention, even though we are in Atlanta. We've only ever been to one convention, and that's when we were in Savannah. And she experienced it and seen everybody dressing up. She was like, "I love this." So I was like, "Okay, well."
Oh, if she loves that, she would love BlerdCon.
Yep.
We got to get you to BlerdCon.
There are so many Blerd creatives that come to BlerdCon.
Statue in IMAX, and we thought it was real. The second one was real at first.
Oh, see, but yeah, it was. Okay, yeah.
Her YouTube channel, she's going to be doing a lot on YouTube too.
I'm done with my cupcake.
But BlerdCon, so many Blerd creatives at BlerdCon and that know about Dakota and know her skill set, that they would eat that up to do a live demonstration
on the big stage.
On the big stage to do a live demonstration on how she does her makeup and everything. Oh, they would eat that
Is that
up.
something you think you want to do? A live demo at BlerdCon? I can try to see about
Hey, you were helping moderate the movies. But the big stage of BlerdCon is small potatoes compared to that.
Listen, I told her I think they're gonna try to invite her again next year because since she got to work with Michael and stuff, she did her interviews and stuff. So the fact that she was able to be a part of that, I think they're gonna try to invite her again to the movies and be a presenter again because they know how big she was in that aspect for the Michael movie and meeting everybody that she met. So I think they might try to invite her again, but we'll see.
I'm just amazed that she's only 8. I can only imagine what's going to happen when she started hitting the double digits and then getting of age and where the skill set will be then
Up.
I've been trying to talk to them about her joining the union in Atlanta and in LA, and they're like, it's 18, but we can kind of make an exception for her if she's 13. If she's still doing this at 13, they're willing to make an exception to try to kind of put her in and we'll see. But she still has to be doing it and evolving.
Yeah, I love it. MM put it on the nail. She's a prodigy. But you're a prodigy. So they're definitely going to want her to be there by the time she starts for sure. Her resume speaks to that.
They would be begging her to come to these things,
right? Her resume already speaks to that.
They're gonna start hearing Dakota Patton and the Morvael Fx, and they're like, yeah, we gotta have her.
And that's why the name change happened because I rebranded her because I didn't want people to look at her work and be like, no way a child did this. So when you hear of Paint with Dakota, you're thinking, okay, it's a kid. It's a kid. You know it's a kid. But when you hear Morvael Fx, you don't know what you're getting. You don't know if it's a adult. You don't know anything. White, black, you don't know this person's race. All you see is their work. You're like, this is how did this. So then when you start looking at her resume and her character, you like, and then when you go and search her, I built Dakota's brand so big that if you search the world's youngest makeup artist on Google, her name immediately pops up with everything.
Yep. I'm looking at Lady because I think I want JoJo to ask her a question. I'm not sure.
Oh, JoJo's right here actually. She just came out and says we have someone that is her age on. So I kind of was telling her about her. This is my daughter.
What's your question?
Well, she doesn't want.
The one time JoJo came on the screen.
Okay, this lady actually.
Hi, JoJo.
On a professional level. Okay, she's doing movie sets to do makeup. I don't know if you have any questions. I have a question. If you don't have any.
Just for people that to know, she had just a little taste.
Oh man, you got to get you an updated picture of that Pennywise because that Pennywise is old.
Yeah, no, I know. I was like, let me grab this real quick. But yeah, JoJo, you got a question?
I do if she doesn't. Okay, so I would say this is actually for both Dad and Dakota. How do you balance school and friendships with your amazing career?
How do you balance school and friends? So with me, I tell Dakota when she goes to school, no, don't tell anybody who you are.
No, good, bad, no.
I love that.
Really good advice.
I love that.
I
You-
came as the Grinch at school
Somehow they always find out who she is.
because my dad came to school as the Grinch, and then Edward, my principal, literally yelled down that I was the world's youngest baker. That's how they found out.
Yeah, they had Grinch Day at their school, and
He said he was going to Walmart or something like that.
Mel says, has she ever met or heard of Tom Savini?
Tom Savini.
Yeah, Tom Savini.
Oh yeah, she met Tom. She met Tom at Days of the Dead.
She met all the greats. She met all the greats.
Yeah, so Greg Nicotero and Tom Savini were right next to each other at Days of the Dead here in Atlanta. So Greg Nicotero, he's an amazing guy. He loves Dakota. Gave her all kinds of like souvenirs and actual heads from the Walking Dead. Signed pictures. Him and Dakota, they were like writing on a piece of paper, and she was dressed as the Pale Girl at Days of the Dead last year. So they were writing on a piece of paper back and forth because she didn't want to talk. So he drew an actual zombie on the paper and then signed it also. So she has like memorabilia from him as well. So it was like she got a lot of stuff going. And so Tom was there this year, and she got to meet Tom Savini and talk to him as well, and then take pictures with him. So she, like I said, Dakota be rubbing. I don't even know who these people be sometimes. And she'd be like, "Yeah, that's Tom. That's Greg." And I'd be like, "Dakota, why are you on first name basis with these people? Like, you don't even know them." And they'd be like, "No,
supports that."
yeah." They'd be like, "No, it's fine. Like, she's fine." But like to go back and circle to your question, only reason that they found out who she was is because it was Grinch Day and I dressed up as the Grinch. She did my makeup, and I came to her school. I was going to Walmart first, and I had a thing going on at Walmart with Shaq. And we were like, he was passing out gifts, and so I was there interacting with him and the kids and stuff like that. And then the following day, she did it again. So she got up at like 4:30 in the morning and did my makeup, and she had to be to school at 7. So for 3 hours, I'm in her chair getting my makeup done to go to her school to go harass the kids in her school next.
Yeah, they literally have to tell my best.
So I'm in the school, and then the principal for their grade she did like a whole introduction about who Dakota is and her age. You should never let it deter you. You should always reach for the stars. And that's when everybody, her whole school, knows who Dakota is now.
Yeah. And then you yell 6'7".
And then I saw.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But I hate it. I hate it because once they know who she is, they start treating her different. And I don't want that. I don't want her to have special treatment. I want her to be treated like a normal child, not the person that they think she is from
it's really good, actually.
Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. I want her to be treated normal. I want her to have a form of normalcy. So I told my wife, I said, after this, I should take a little break from posting and all that stuff, because I've been at this for 6 years. I've been on social media for the past 6 years promoting kids. I said, I need a break for myself. I'm going to continue to let her shine and do her thing, but I need a mental break.
You know what? When it comes to stuff like that with social media, I wholeheartedly agree. There's times where, especially doing any platform you have, you find yourself having to do a lot for it, and before you know it, it does consume you a little bit. So you do need to have those moments. I need a break. whether it's 24 hours, 48 hours, heck, a year and a half, whatever it takes to kind of breathe, reset, you know, and actually talk about and do what you need to do. You got to get your head back in the game to kind of reset everything.
Tell her that, because if I'm not in her chair, let her do my makeup, it's a problem.
I'm gonna be like, where is my son? Where is Dad?
Yep, it's Dad. Dad, it's time to get makeup done. So now I've been pawning Dakota off on Mom. Hey, go to your mom now. Mom has not gotten her makeup done. Mom's never been a zombie. Mom's never been anything.
Yes.
Mom was a zombie. Where? Yeah, but you did her tummy. You didn't do her. You didn't do her face. You did
Yes,
her
I
stomach.
had. I did.
Oh, beauty makeup don't count. Like, I'm talking about. I'm talking about like you've done her stomach when she was pregnant with Anastasia, but you've never done Mom in full makeup, like prosthetics and stuff. So now it's Mom's turn. Yep.
Mom always says, I'm thinking about it. And nothing. No, I don't.
Yeah, so I'm usually, it's between me and Dylan and then like random people like her grandmother, her grandfather.
We can't do my grandmother anymore.
You have to figure out. But yeah, usually it's me or Dylan.
We did Aubrey. She was fine with it.
Yeah, so she has her friends. They will come over and get their makeup done and stuff like that, and it's a process.
I was gonna say it's an event. It turns into an event.
This is my own makeup.
Whoopi, you got a couple more questions before you take break?
Once again, just one more question for Dad. You know, like they have rules and regulations for having child actors and actresses on set. And I realized that Dakota is one. That's it. She's the child or the youngest makeup artist out there, special effects makeup artists or just makeup artists out there. Do they have similar rules or stipulations for Dakota when she's on set?
Yes. So she can't do anybody who's in the union.
Huh?
She's not allowed to work on anybody that's in the union on set. So if we, like on Michael, she wasn't allowed to do much on Michael. She was only allowed to do interviews and that's it. She couldn't do the makeup on Michael. But if the person is on set, but they might be like an extra and they're not in the union, just like they just got picked up, she can work on it.
And that's all because of the union rules, the age restrictions, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Really, it's just the age restriction. That's really what it is. It's the age restriction.
Will that change for her when she does become a union?
Worst nightmare.
I love it.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I would have thought that was straight off the set.
That was me last year for Halloween, well, Christmas.
See, that's how good that
the
is.
Pennywise that you got to show. From now on, that's her Pennywise you got to show, Chris.
that's amazing.
Her sitting in my bathtub.
Oh my God! Look, Kesha Cave said, "I wish I could model for it." You know what?
Listen, I was just about to say, if I ever meet, please, you can have my.
You know her. You probably can't see who it is right now, Dakota. You remember for the Sci-Fi Wars. Remember Kesh? That's one of your favorites.
I just go.
Look, it's just like it's nothing more. It's nothing more than a
award. She's like, I need to go grab my awards and show them.
It's like at this point, it's no more. It's no more than just a phone call to somebody like Kesha Cage. It's like, look, that's the thing that's happening now is people are seeing your work and they want to work with you, and they just have that one hurdle, but they just want to work with you. Look, now here go Navy. He said she can work around my beard. I wouldn't mind being a model.
Listen, I'll be trying to tell her with certain characters that Dakota does, there's these prosthetics, and I'm telling her like, Dakota, I have a beard, baby. You can't. I'm not cutting my beard anymore. So you gotta put these things on mommy. I'm not cutting my beard anymore. I'm done.
He said not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh,
He's like, I gotta give you some. I'm giving you everything else, but not the beard.
Like, I took my time growing this, the products and everything, and Now I got it to the point where I had to recently just cut it because my youngest daughter, she likes to pull it. She likes to pull it. It was like out here. So I shaved it down so she don't really, nag at it too much. But I'm not cutting it anymore.
Oh my God, ow.
He is. Hey, go ahead, JoJo.
You know Cat's Eye?
Yes.
Well, what's your favorite like person?
Laura?
Love it. She said solid.
Love it. So, but see, it's inspiration like that when you see other people like JoJo is like inspired by you, because she knows about you, seeing other kids actually realize who you are and what you can do, and they're just like, yo, this girl's amazing.
I try to tell Dakota that, but she doesn't get it still, because to Dakota, it's just still fun to her.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a hobby. I tell her all the time, Dakota, you have millions of people who watch you. And when you don't understand, you can come in, babe. You can bring everybody in. My house is probably going to get a little loud. The kids. So, but I tell her all the time, Dakota, you have people who are watching you. And this is something that I don't want to make people think that I discuss race about anything with my kids, but I make it a point to let my daughter know, Dakota, you are a little black girl and you are doing what you are doing. And there's nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody like you. You have an opportunity to be a trailblazer, a trendsetter in this industry, because one, this industry is dominated.
And two, you just said something from Justin. Yes.
Oh my God. This industry is dominated by Caucasian men.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell her all the time, Dakota, you are a unicorn in this field. You're different.
Oh, wait, what?
You are black and you are a female.
And I'm a unicorn.
And you're a child doing what you're doing. It's never been done. It's never been done. So for you to be in this field, you're not going to be able to see the message when it came through. I don't know what it said.
Oh, I'll read it off. That's what she said. She said, my hope is that she will always find the fun in what she's doing.
That's my thing. I told her, until she feels like it's no longer fun for her, then okay, we'll find something else. But what do you tell mommy all the time? What do you want to be when you get older?
A grown-up makeup artist. Hi, Dylan.
So this is what she wants to do. But I tell her all the time, on her wall, I wrote, be the best at what you do, no matter what.
And I got a second hobby, making paper dragons.
So she's like all over. But when it comes to makeup, you gotta tell her, like, hey, it's time to focus. She will lock in like no other. And I get amazed because I'm like, yo, for you to be 8 and you are so focused, laser focused on this task, getting this done. It used to get to a point where it was like, hey, I need my apple juice. I got to run to the bathroom. I need to do this. And I'm sitting in her chair for an hour with half my face done. But now it's to a point. This is Dylan 2.0.
Oh my God, she does look like Billy. She does look like Billy.
That's 2.0. But it's to a point now. It's like, okay, Dakota, you're so different. You're so different at what you do. There's nobody like you. There's nobody like you. And it's a little girl that is on Instagram. Her whole style is Dakota's style. When I tell you, when I seen it, I was a little upset because this girl and her family skyrocketed in viewership and followers and everything over Dakota. And I'm like, that's really weird. But then I understood why it happened. Because melody. I got it.
They can duplicate, but they can never get it right.
No, because the work that she's doing is still kid work, and you see it. That's not my baby.
Yep.
His work is not kid work. It's too good. It's too professional for her to be 8. This little girl has, I think, a year or 2 head start on her, but her whole bio is literally Dakota's bio. Her title is literally world's youngest makeup artist. Where have you heard that before? Oh, my child, because I branded that for her specifically. So when it came to that, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna fight you on that. Everybody know who Dakota is.
Exactly. The fact that I'm glad that you and mom are in it and have everything locked in, because that's something that there's something that's preached a lot in the Black community, in the Blerd creative space. Own your stuff. Lock it down. Whatever you can do that you're good at, or you're the first at it, like lock that name down, lock that talent down, all of it. Just trademark, copyright, whatever it's that, because it can take somebody to walk in and say, "Oh, I did it."
And I've seen it too many times happening on TikTok where you see melanated people creating stuff and then somebody else is stealing it. I'm like, we hear about it, but to see it firsthand happen.
He reported somebody last time and it happened again. He was watching somebody else's videos, and all of our videos were literally on there.
They had all my videos, like all of my whole page was
like
on
Arnold,
YouTube.
It was like Arnold something, and then he took almost everything.
See, I'm hearing that a lot too.
And I'm like, okay, I had started our YouTube channel, but this person is getting millions of views on my stuff, but I'm getting hundreds of views, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. You're getting paid off of my stuff. So I'm like, okay, I see how the game works now. And we were, new to it. I was in the military. I didn't have anything to brand, and I was learning, and my wife was learning about branding. We branded Dylan. You can't use Snack Bandits in any form capacity.
There you go.
When it comes to our likeness and snacks and entertainment or merch, Snack Bandit is branded with that. So you cannot use Snack Bandit at all. And that's why I did a name. That's also another reason why I did a name change, is because I wanted to make her brand so different and so remarkable that there's no way you can tie it to a child. When you see her work, you don't think of a child. You think this is professional. You think this should be on movie screens. Until you see that it's a child that did it, then you're like, oh, okay, I know which child this is.
Yeah.
There's no way possible you can mistake Dakota's work for anybody else's, because she's unique. She leaves a signature on all her stuff.
I was bragging on Dakota when she was 6, and I still brag on her, because I'm like, there's nobody like this girl.
I had to tell my wife to do the same thing. They did she had got her new job, and there were people on there talking about, oh, I got like 440,000 followers on YouTube, on TikTok, and one person was like, oh, I got 400,000 followers. I said, Candace, you need to brag on your kids. You don't do that. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
No matter what.
He even did it to the hairdresser.
I do it to everybody. You come
flex.
Listen, it's a flex, because my child is different. And I want you to know, while you're over here, you're doing my baby hair, know who hair you're doing.
There it is.
And she's like, I also need to go tell my kids.
But that's also really good marketing, because then that means you got people also going to be doing your work, and you don't even have to stay too much.
Exactly. That's another thing that I do it for, because if it comes to a point, you never know who you're going to run into. You never know who this person might know or anything. So that's why I tell my wife, like, hey, brag on your kids, because you work at a really, really huge company.
like State Farm.
This company could say, or this person that works in this company can say, oh, I know somebody that knows somebody that can get her on the set. Because that's how it was with Bill. Her mentor is Bill Corso. We met him at IMAX years ago. He started to mentor Dakota and talk to her and tell her different things. He came and said, hey, Dakota on set when we get ready to do Thriller. He made it a point to tell Lionsgate, I want her here. They made it happen. So
they made me a VIP.
Yep, she was VIP through the whole thing. So I'm like, you never know who you're going to meet. You never know what you're going to do. You never know who's speaking on your name in rooms that you're not even in.
Yeah.
And you are in rooms with your name is in room with adults. You go ahead and get your
That's what makes the mark. And you're right. That's what makes smart, because there are a ton of Black creatives who don't get the proper shine that they should, and it's really come down to us, people like our platform and Whoopty and Laney and Navy and Spartan and Jafaar and Room Full of Blerds. It comes down to us to go to our platform and say, no, you don't seem to understand. All that is good. You need to look at this.
And
you need to go watch this. You need to go read this.
I tell Dakota that all the time, because with us being who we are for so long, I made sure no matter what to build a brand that is so strong for my kids, for her, for Dylan, that you can't take their likeness and use it for yourself because it's already taken. If I was on an LLC, I can easily start another one. You can't start another her.
Yep.
She's unique. I keep telling people she's different. Find me another 3-year-old that can hold a paintbrush as steady as her and paint their face. You might find one years from now, but not now.
Maybe not.
Not the originator. It's just like grandma's cooking. It was like I can make it, but it's not gonna be hers.
I've worked too hard on her brand, and she's worked too hard on her craft to not be in a position where somebody can come and be like, oh, well, I can just do the same thing that she's doing. It's hard. Me trying to learn her field is hard. Watching her do her field is even harder. I don't know the things that she knows when it comes. That's like me getting in the military and having somebody come in who don't know anything about the military, and I'm trying to explain anything to them. I can't. It's hard for you to grasp it. His own work is so much different. I can understand all day long and read books on special effects makeup artists, but when it comes to Dakota, what's the first thing you do when you are setting somebody up for makeup? What's the second thing?
You do your makeup.
What's the second?
After prosthetic.
After the prosthetic, what are you putting on in the prosthetic?
Latex.
So it's like that process. I can hear it, but then when I go to do it myself, I will mess up completely. Like, oh, she's like, Dad, come on, like you forgot the pros there. My bad. Like, you know what? You can have it back now. So I've tried to learn her craft, but when I say it's a continuous thing, for somebody who just came out at 3 to tell me that they know what they're doing already, how? This is something that professionals go to school for. They're not just born with it, they're learning. Every great that she's worked with, Bill, Rick, they all tell me they started showing an interest around 10, 11. They weren't doing makeup until 13, 14.
She's already at it again.
She's 6 years in already, and she's only getting better.
So by the time she hits that 13, 14-year-old mark, they're going to be like, yeah, we need her on set.
And that's why I'm trying to get her to. That's why I market and brand her and show her work so much, because I want people to be like, 13, 14-year-old Dakota was the main makeup artist for this movie.
Mal says it's a gift from God. Yeah.
It truly is, because I can't do makeup and neither can her mom. Nobody in my house owned a vanity. Before she started doing makeup, my wife didn't own a vanity. My wife is naturally pretty. So she didn't have to wear makeup and stuff like that.
That's on period.
Until Dakota started doing makeup, then it was like, okay, well, I got the vanities. I got all the stuff. Like, she has $800 airbrush kits.
Ooh, that's a nice person.
I'm like, listen, the makeup is. We're sitting in my dining area. My dining area is officially Dakota's makeup spot. She has makeup all out throughout this whole house. I go in my drawers where I go to get silverware out. There's lipsticks in my silverware drawers. Damn, there's brushes. There's brushes in their bathroom, in their drawers, makeup brushes. Ma'am, I need you to clean this up. It's everywhere. But see, I get it later. I'll clean it later. But that shows her greatness, and it shows her consistency to continuously grow. Because that's all she wants to do. Is she tells me, okay, I'm gonna do this. I did not know anything about this passenger movie. And you see, this is how I end up finding out things. Like, you want to do the makeup for the passenger? I don't even know what the makeup is. So now I'm going to have to study what this makeup is to properly let her do it. I have to find out who owns the prosthetics for this. I reach out to these people. Hey, Dakota wants to do the makeup for this. Do you guys have extra prosthetics you guys can send her or anything like that? So,
passenger monster is a zombie battle.
See, I didn't even know that. I thought it was like something super special.
All right, before we let you guys go, I want to tell Dakota, you are absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
I'm extremely impressed every time I see your work. I'm cheering you on, even though you don't see me, but we do praise you up. You set the bar every single time I see your work. You set the bar, and no matter who tries to copycat or who tries to step on the toes, it never works because you set the bar, and now you're opening the door for somebody else to say, I want to learn to do something like her, instead of somebody trying to copy what you've done. They want to learn it, and that's where you're headed. You're headed to the point where people want to learn it. You have veterans want to learn it. You have veterans who are impressed and say, I've never thought about doing that. How did you know to do that? You have people who just getting into the game who are just, in the 13, 14-year-old range, wanting to know how. Your own father is like, she's 3 years old. I don't know where she got it. I'm just going to foster it. I'm going to feed it. I'm going to nurture it. I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to suppress it. And so not only do I want to thank you, but I want to thank your family for
jump in the screen real quick. He said he want to thank the family for getting Dakota where she is. So you guys finally get to see my wife. My wife is, like I said, she's behind the scenes. So this is my beautiful wife, Candace.
How you doing, Candace? I want to thank you and Jarell from the bottom of my heart that fostering Dakota, Dylan, and the rest of the family, but fostering their creativity that it's rarely seen. And it does my heart even prouder when it's coming from the Black family.
Absolutely. That part.
To show them, they're like, this is how you do this. This is how you handle this. This is how you copyright. This is how you trademark. This is how you own what's yours without somebody trying to come in and snatch it, because we see it so many times. So first off, thank you guys for being that support system that she needs and fostering it and not even questioning it to the point where you're just like, I don't know, just let her do her thing. Just let her do her thing because it's going somewhere. So, but thank you once again for showing her or just allowing her to walk that path. Yeah, and sharing, oh my God, because everything I see from her, it always comes back to like, she's 8, ain't no way.
Right.
Ain't no way. I think Navy's backstage. He wanted to ask a question.
Oh, there he is. Navy and Smart. There you go.
I've been back here this whole time listening. I'm like, bring me in, coach. Bring me in.
I looked and I didn't see you, and I'm like, I don't know what happened.
You know what, sir? You are cut off from all comics.
Literally
I'm telling you right
and I
now.
didn't see it.
Every cover, you are cut off. That's all I gotta say.
Well, Blerd Jafaar, he's supposed to be here for the producer.
You see how he treats us, right? You see how he treats us.
No, go ahead.
Oh my goodness! First of all, I marvel at what you and the missus have done with these kids, especially Dakota. Dakota, you are a genius. You are a superstar, young lady. Okay, when my granddaughter gets older, I'm gonna point her in your direction.
That part.
We need more of this. Jarell, definitely a heartfelt thumbs up to you and the missus. Both of y'all, magnificent job. Magnificent. I applaud you, especially as a dad. And I can speak for the fathers here that keep doing what you're doing. Okay. And Dakota, slow down on that pizza because you ain't shared none of it since you came. You would have had a cupcake. I ain't offered us none. You had a pizza. That's all right. That's all right. I'll share my pizza with you when I see you, so I make you feel bad. So.
She's sharing enough with the world. She's like, I need a moment.
She said she got some more pizza for you.
I appreciate it. But Drew, I do have one question.
Yes,
as
sir.
a father of someone who is as talented and well recognized, what is the one thing you want to make sure to submit in your children? Not just her, but the other kids as well.
Loving God. Like, my wife is really big on this is my angel.
Oh,
because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here and they wouldn't be here. So she saved me and gave me and accepted because I have 2 kids before her. She accepted my 2 and then gave me 4 additional beautiful kids. And we've been together, married for 13 years. So she's seen me down. She's seen me at my worst. And I got better. And I gave her a house, beautiful ring, everything. I wanted to make sure I paid it back. I made sure I paid it back to her and love her every single day. But she makes sure that she instills God in the
That's what's up. That is what's up. I'm glad you said that because my mom, I said the same thing about my wife. She was like, yes, and you're my demon. And I'm like, and I will.
Yeah, she said the same thing to me. It was okay.
Like somebody got to take the bullets. Like,
it's okay.
She probably just shakes her head when she sees you.
He's the good one. I'm the bad guy. So she plays the I'm going to get your dad. Oh, yes. I'm trying to get it.
Oh, my God. Spartan?
Oh, I can't say anything else. I've been over here like a proud internet uncle because every time to go to this something. Let me say, young lady, you are amazing. I cannot stress that enough about you. Every time you have done something, you continue to just thrive, and I hope you continue to do that and eat all the pizza you want. Ignore Navy. Eat
Hey.
as much pizza as you want.
I didn't say she couldn't eat all the pizza. I just want my piece. She can take the whole box. I just want my piece, okay?
Take the box, Dakota.
You know, close down Domino's. Just slide my piece under the door. She can have the whole Domino's, okay?
But see, Spartan, this is what I told Chris because he said kind of the same thing. Mm-hmm. You guys have watched her since she was 3, and if you guys came on from 3, 4, 5, 6, she's 8 now. So you guys have watched her in that aspect grow and evolve and continue to be not just the makeup artist, but the kid that she is. Because at the same time, when she was doing her makeup, I was still recording them sneaking snacks and doing everything. So it was still a combination of both. But our next chapter is going to be us. So you're going to be seeing my wife. You're going to be seeing my other 2 my youngest two. We're gonna be seeing more Dakota, more Dylan, doing everything. We're gonna start like I want to show not just her. I want to show the family dynamic that
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
with creators. I want to show the good. I want to show because everybody always see the good on the internet. They never see the bad. I want to show you all of it. And that's one of the next steps where we're taking is you getting the good and the bad. You're not going to just see, oh, well, Dakota's doing this and they seem like this happy black family. Like, no, you're going to see all of it.
Gotcha.
It's going to be unedited, unfiltered, and you're just going to be, wow, okay, you're going to basically get a reality show, but not in that aspect. You're going to get it in a family dynamic aspect.
A real reality show. A real reality. Because what we see as reality, we know ain't reality. It's so scripted.
Exactly.
Right.
I told my wife, I said, that's what's missing in our dynamic and our community is everybody always thinks that, oh, the black community is it's so happy. It's just so like, no, I want to show everything. I want to show with the build up to this. I want to show, my son having his meltdowns and how we handled them. I want to show these things because people need to see. A lot of men don't know how to be fathers.
Say that again.
And I want to show that aspect to where I'm a part of a group called the Daddy Stroller Social Club, where I'm the co-chapter of Atlanta. And we get dads that are coming together who will talk about issues and want to get to know other dads in certain aspects of building a strong community. So I had to get out of my comfort zone because I'm such a closed person. I like being in the house, I like being around my wife, I like being around my family. So when I had reached out to the people about that, they were like, well, I need help with this. Would you mind helping me be the co-chapter? You have the following, you have this. Like you seem like a really good dude. Like we met, we talked, we kicked it. It's been fine. Everything's been wonderful. So it's like, okay, now I want to show different aspects of everything where I don't want them to just see us as with everything that's going on in this world right now. We are targeted. We are very targeted. I want to show us in a different light.
I know that's right.
I'm glad you spoke on that because you're right. There are that family dynamic and especially with black men expressing their emotions, their fatherhood, and things how to tackle certain things, not knowing how. It's not for lack of neglect. It's just lack of knowledge.
We need a village. The village mentality is all it is. But to you and your wife, I can't tip my hat off enough to y'all. Outside of I think you said 13 years of marriage, 6 kids, and you already have the current next generations coming forward. I can't do nothing but tip my hat off to you, sir. And the fact that you still have no gray hair, and yet I'm over here like Frederick Douglass, I give you all the credit in the world.
I got one. My wife loves it, and she won't let me cut it. I got one. She loves it. Like, listen, it's got to go. It's got to go. No, let it stay. So he's waiting for it to come so I can be like Navy over there. She wants it to happen. He's hoping that it comes sooner than later, okay? But
black castor oil, sir. Black castor oil.
Got you. But to go, like another thing is I want to show what it's like loving a black woman.
Oh, say that again.
Say it for the folk in the back, please.
That is my main thing, to show me loving my wife. I show my kids every single day how much I love my wife. I hug her, I kiss her, I tell her every day she's beautiful, no matter what, no matter how she's feeling. Because I want my kids to love somebody as much as I love my wife. I want them to find somebody to know. If you're not loving me like my dad loved my mom, then no.
That part.
There are gems being dropped here, Jafaar. I hope you're taking note. very clip heavy show. But yeah, this is true because too often, especially on social media, do we see the gender wars. And there's a collective that I'm a part of, this group included. We're so tired of seeing that. It's like, where did this come from? We were talking about a movie or a TV show, and all of a sudden it turned into where did this come from?
Yep.
Like,
and I refuse to be a part of that statistic that's downplaying a black woman. I love my wife, and I love black women way too much, and I will forever always speak up for you guys no matter what. So like I said, this next chapter in our life, you're going to just see Snack Bandit's dad just in a completely different light, but it's still going to be under that title. I'm trying to see, because Instagram won't let me change my name. They said we have too many things attached to our name.
Yep.
So trying to change it will kind of like diminish and hurt our brand. So I was like, okay, well, fine, I'll keep it. But I kind of didn't want to still be known as that, because Dylan's not really in that aspect anymore. I have to see what I can do to combat that. I have to speak to somebody from Instagram to try to see, but I don't want to be affiliated with that name anymore.
On that, yeah. It's called expansion. It's called progression. Yeah, that's what it is. It's just progression. Just finding out things. Lady says, is there a social club like that for fathers who have kids older than strollers? Because that is a dope concept.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely is. It's just not. So it's just called Daddy Stroller Social Club because the guy who started it, his name is Calvin. His wife was going through postpartum depression, and then he was going through it as well. So
they don't talk about that. They don't talk about that.
In Houston. I mean, he started it in Texas, but then it started to expand. So he basically, what just happened is he got out with his newborn and had a stroller and started getting other dads just coming in with him. And babe, can you give me the charger for the computer? And had other dads start coming in with them, and then it went from there, and then it started expanding and going to different places. And we're in almost every major city. Like, we are in almost every major city right now. So
I'm looking at your IG right now, and there's supposed to be like a family cookout actually in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, we're in Cleveland, we're in Charlotte, we're in Texas, we're in Atlanta, we're in Georgia, we're everywhere, like everywhere.
Man, let me get me and my son on today.
I think the follow-up question to that is, are y'all okay with a father coming that's a little bit, he's not 10-year-old, like my son, like my daughter, he's not 10-year-old. So
yeah, we don't care about the age. It's a dad community. Yeah, it's just a dad community. So if he's open to coming and meeting new dads, we're fine with it.
And y'all getting ready to move to Cleveland anyway, so tell Jay whenever he's ready, we partner up.
I'm down.
Yeah, the Cation Parkin loves it with my brother. So
there it is. It's a road trip. We already on.
Let's go.
Listen, when you guys get down there, let me know so I can set you up with the chapter that's in Cleveland.
Definitely.
Oh, yes.
We're
moving at the end of the month.
Okay. So
just next month. Sorry, at the end of next month.
Just DM me and say, hey, we're in Cleveland, and then I'll let you know when they next, because we call them strides.
Yeah.
So let me know, and I'll let you guys know when the next stride is, and then where's the get.
Oh, that would be dope. That would be dope.
See, I'm so glad this episode is turning into something more, and this is why I love doing this stuff.
As it should.
It turns into so much more.
On my lap sleep.
I hear number Z's between your words, and
but it really shows the growth in the Black community, the Black family, the progression, and what you want to do. There's a lot of gems that you put out right now. The protection of your brand, the protection of your family, the protection of Black women, the uplifting of Black men or Black fatherhood, and having that iron sharpens iron mentality. And because too many times we hear men don't show their emotions, and I'm so glad that it's getting past that discussion, because it's like I see too many times broken men.
I was one of them. I didn't know how to communicate to my wife, and I had to I've been in survival mode since I was 14. So it was just me doing everything at 14 years old. So when I met my wife, I didn't know how to communicate. And it wasn't until maybe about 2 or 3 years ago, like I said, we've been together for 13 years. It wasn't maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, I finally started to learn how to love her in her love language and not mine.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Our marriage since then has been so much better because I started to understand her. And not just her understanding me and loving me. Like I can love all day long, but I didn't know how to properly be a husband. So once I learned that, I unlocked the keys to everything now.
It's an ongoing educational process. Whether you're a black man or black woman, and when it's marriage, it's really just about, in relationships in general, just learning. You know, we kind of gotten away from what our ancestors were doing, and they got it right. You know, like they fought through it all. And then, like, you're like, oh, grandma, great grandma, great granddad, they did this, they did this, they seen some things.
They've been together for 50 years. That, you know what? And a lot of people, we blame social media, and it's a partial. It's a partial because everything is hot pockets. With social media. I want the home cooked meal. I don't want the hot pockets. So I'm going to stick around and figure everything out, fix everything, and make everything work. Because I can go out and think that my grass is greener on the outside, but it's really not. It's not. So let me fix what I got going on, make this work, and build this to where I have generational wealth coming in.
That part.
No hot pockets.
Where you know their first and last name because of the brand that is put out there.
Right.
So I just tell my wife all the time, like, I want my kids to be so recognizable that when you walk down the street, you automatically know who they are. And it was like that at the height of Snack Bandits. Oh, it was horrible. We couldn't go anywhere. My wife thought I was joking. She's like, y'all don't get recognized like that. I'm like, no, babe, we really do. Like, it's really bad. Until she got out one day and she's seen it firsthand. She experienced it at her job when she was doing her interview, her coming into the boarding. They were like, oh, we know who your kids are. So I'm just at this aspect of this point in my life where I'm trying to make everything better for my kids, because not to keep going, but I watched the video on Instagram and it was of like these kids just talking. They were at the Kentucky Derby and they were just talking about what are they most known for. And they were talking about their great-grandfather, their grandfather, their father, like owning things, and they don't have to work. They don't got to work. Their dad's closing $4 billion deals and $50 billion deals. They don't got to work. My dad owns the racetrack that the horses are racing on right now. I want that for my kids.
See,
everything I'm building that for my kids. Outside of every venture that I have, I'm also building their ventures.
See, there is a scene that always rings true for me in the TV show Lovecraft Country. And it's the scene where Journey Smollett's character had bought the house in that predominantly white neighborhood. And some of those racist whites were doing everything in their power to chase her out of that house. And she had complete plans for it. You know, she's going to help people that coming back from the military, that's in the black community, so they have somewhere to lay their head, you know, room board, all that other great stuff. And she threw a nice house party. Everybody was there that they knew in the neighborhood, that they knew in her neighborhood. And all this time, they were out there accosting her, you know, burning the cross on the lawn, tying bricks to the horns in the car and everything. So she got fed up, went out, busted the windows out of the car, right? just to knock the things off. Well, of course they're going to call the police.
Of course.
So while she's doing her thing, all the black men around her started popping their trunks just in case anybody wanted some action. And when the police started to show up, they all had a designated car, and they all took all their stuff, dumped it in that car. That car drove off, and it was just like, we heard there was some shooting. There's no guns here.
Check whatever you want to.
Check what you want to. There ain't no guns here. There's nothing going on here. Protection. Protection of each other. Protection of that black woman. You know, did they get arrested? They got arrested, but then they got released the next day. You know, because they had nothing on. You know, so
I'm real big on that right now. I'm telling my wife, like, hey, you need to be paying attention to everything that's going on in the world right now because we are under attack.
Yeah.
We are under attack, and if you're not paying attention to what's going on, if you're not turning on the social media or news or listening and following, you know, some of the black creators who speak about news, you're missing out because we are under a huge attack, and I refuse to not be knowledgeable on what's going on.
Right. And we'll shout out Joy Reid, Don Lemon, Roland Martin. They keep all that information coming in. And shout out to the people that were down there marching in Selma this past weekend. The fact that they have to march again for the same reason that they marched for 60 years ago.
On the anniversary.
Recently, yep.
But they did it because they were locked in. They're like, no, we have to do this. We sat by. When this whole thing unfolded, we sat by. Said, yeah, leave us out of it. We did the job we were supposed to do. You didn't listen, but now we know. All right, time to mobilize. Time to gear up. Time to lock in. Don't ignore it. Don't be stupid. Play the role. Get out and vote. Get to the midterms, help somebody out, do whatever you need to do because now's the time.
Yes, sir.
So, but we're going to change gears. We'll change gears. We're going to take a quick break. Jarell, can you stick around for a few moments?
Yes, sir.
All right. We're going to change gears for a little bit. We're going to talk about some nerd stuff, and we got a commercial coming up. So we will be right back right after this.
Blerd's Eyeview is a proud affiliate of Otaku Noir. Use the code Blerd's Eyeview for 10% off on all items. With a different nerd-themed box filled with items made by talented blerds across the country, you surely will not be disappointed. Go to otakunoir.com. Otaku Noir, the #1 Blerd mystery box company.
All right, we are back with our guest Jarell and Dakota Patton, aka Morvael Fx. We got Navy down there with the bruh.
Already.
Sometimes you just gotta, just for the heck of it. Sometimes bruh just needs to come out.
Sometimes that's all it takes. But we got a little bit of news, so here we go. So the team over at Warner Brothers and DC Studios, James the Gun Don't Jam, they dropped the second teaser trailer for Lanterns, and I think this is more like, well, here, watch it, be quiet. We still got some time to watch it. But I was already on board anyway when I knew he was involved. But here's that number 2 teaser now.
This ring, it's the greatest weapon in the universe. When and if to use it, that's the whole ball game, Junior.
Did you just use that ring to counterfeit money? Tell me how you got it. The ring.
You know how I got it. I sure as hell didn't interview for it.
Oh, well, shit, maybe you should have. Power like that, shouldn't you have to work for it?
I've been doing this since you were a baby. And the only way you're gonna get this ring is over my dead fucking body.
I think he likes me. Everybody is lying to us.
We're not leaving here till we find out what they're hiding. Danger's part of the job. You need to be fearless.
How are you chosen for this?
It's only one question. Are you afraid? You afraid?
Are you afraid? Are you afraid? Are you afraid? Are you afraid?
I was raised fearless, and I'll do this better than he's ever done it before.
Then go and get it, John Stewart.
I don't know about you, but I was already on board in the first place.
Does this mean I gotta spend money on HBO Max now? Damn it.
Which is crazy because I would have put that in theaters.
I think what they want to do at DC Studio, because this is going to be a series, and I think it's more along the Lanterns are cops. They're intergalactic cops, and this is giving, just the trailers alone is giving cop procedural type vibes. You know, and I don't think it's going to be ongoing. I think it might be like 1 or 2. It might be like 2 seasons, like Peacemaker was.
Yeah.
So I am all for something like this because we haven't seen shows like this. They're actually telling these stories in a different vein, in a different light. It's almost giving like Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan on the road trip.
If 48 hours with powers.
But you know what? How much you want to bet that Lanterns is going to outperform Supergirl?
That wouldn't surprise me in the single.
I would not be surprised.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
I really hope not.
People are getting tired of the fluffy stuff. They actually want the gritty, down stories with the characters, not trying to crack a joke every 5 or 10 minutes.
Not to cross back into Marvel, but again, Punisher's one last kill. You see how many people wanted the darker, edgier storytelling. So Lanterns is full of it. Green Lantern has the Lantern. Pick your arc. All of them are dark and gritty, and there's not a bright one among them.
I seen a lot of pushback when it first dropped, when he flew off, and everybody's like, "Oh, he doesn't have the green aura around him," and I'm like,
"Yeah." And I'm just like, it's not the cartoon. You know, it's. Did you see what you got now? Like for the second trailer, you're like, did you see it? Did you see it? You know, and they have it. They're not depending on the ring, and each Lantern operates their ring differently. Guy Gardner is a show off.
Yep.
And what he did in Superman is perfect for him. You know, so now what we see and hear is just like, yeah, Hal Jordan's not the show off. You think he's gritty, he's gruff, he's seen some things. You know, him and John are military men. You know, so they're gonna go at it a totally different way, and I'm all for it.
Go ahead, Navy.
No, when you actually triggered me when you mentioned what people were making the comment, and Lainey has been laughing at me this whole time because that pissed me off so bad. It's like, well, he didn't have the green aura. I just wanted, you know, this is when the nigga came out, because I just went, bruh, let me break this down to you. When did you see him with the green aura? And they said, when he's in outer space, right? Because he can't breathe, because he's human. You freaking moron. He doesn't have to have green ooze all over him. Oh, I'm Green Lantern. I've got the green aura around me. I'm like, are you serious?
But
You're too busy thinking of who was it? Ryan Reynolds' old one.
Yes. Which he should have been Cal Rayner, but that's neither here nor there. You know,
but that's what's so. But to Navy's point, this is why I say you're going to have such a hard time with fans whose knowledge only extends to movies. This is why.
Cartoons.
I mean, or cartoons. This is why I say reading is fundamental, because again, this is the reason why we keep on saying the entire time. There's plenty of source material out there if you choose to pick up a comic and read. And I don't mean to sound like old boy from the Boondocks, but read, Negro, read.
That's all it takes.
Right.
You know, we are living in a time, and I've said it plenty of times. We are living in a really good time in terms of entertainment, especially the nerd space. Because I swear, once again, we eating this year. We are eating this year. Like, there's so much content that's coming out, so much content, and people have these theories, and theories are fine as long as they don't run away with it. But to talk about these things from week to week, to talk about these things online and have fun with it, to have general good conversation about seeing trailers that look this good. You know, they were like, I've never thought I would have seen Green Lantern trailer this way. You know, why didn't they call it Green Lantern? It's more than one lantern.
Right.
More than one lantern in this trailer. More than one.
And do you really need green in front of it for you to understand it's a lantern show?
Exactly.
I mean, that's comprehension right there. Comprehension would say otherwise.
I mean, once you see the ring, you should know, but
it's like you should lock in. You should lock in.
Once again, we're relying on people to have the level of common sense and awareness to see that and go, instead, what do we have?
Actually, you know what, Navy? We got the rejects from the milk crate challenge. That's what we got.
Oh,
we got the graduates from the milk crate challenge. That's what we have now.
This is why I make this sign. That's why I make this sign right here.
What did that say,
bruh? Right here, man.
Oh my god! So go ahead.
No, I love comics. I love what they've been doing. We've seen them advance and bring stories to the screen, and that's great. But people are missing half the equation, because these movies had source material, and they're not going back to the source material to read where it came from. So you can answer a lot of your own questions by just going back or being in this.
Like Superman, a lot of people didn't realize when James Gunn made the Superman movie, he basically was going from the comic.
Yeah.
A lot of people were mad about it, and I'm like, it's from the comic.
Right.
Literally. It's like, he's not like that. I'm like, yes, he is.
Even Drill got the hand motions. He's like, yeah.
Listen, Superman is one of my favorite characters. He's literally my favorite character. My son is named Kal-El. That's his name. I named my son after him. So
show off. Okay, I see how you are. Okay.
I got to. That's my own son.
you got
Kal-El. I mean, it kind of went hand in hand. So
the fact that you got that name, and I was trying my hardest, so I had to settle for a junior, but you got that.
My wife caved into two of the names. Okay?
Name when he becomes a real football player, like y'all been saying.
Listen, my wife caved on two of the names. His first name is Atreus.
Oh no!
How?
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Okay.
Caved on two of them, so I got Atreus Kal-El. So
nice.
But yeah, it's like when we talk about Superman, they were just like, that's a great film, and it's a great rendition of how Superman. He's human. Yes, he's alien, but he's raised. He's brought up in a certain way to treat everybody fairly. That's what makes those Superman stories so great. A really good Superman story is when they humanize it. That's when you're locked in. When you're locked in like that, Frank Quietly's run on Superman, especially when he's saving the girl who's about to jump off the building, and he no spectacular feats of strength, just standing next to her and talking to her, as any human would hopefully try to do, and say, no, your doctor really did get held up, and to know that like he cares.
So I haven't been on the show in a minute. What do y'all discuss horror stuff too on here now?
You see that lady in the corner and the other lady in the corner? There's another lady that's not in the corner. So the answer to that one is
Yeah, we do.
Because did y'all see that they just dropped? Horror is doing really well this year.
This year. Oh yeah.
Horror is doing. I mean,
that was the last couple of years. We've been eating really good.
I mean, that new Mummy movie.
My husband saw it. I did not get a chance. But we want to see that. I want to see that. I want to see Passengers. I want to see Obsession. And I want to see
Obsession is the one I'm like.
Back Room is the one I'm looking for, actually.
Really?
You know what's funny about Obsessions is the guy who made Obsessions. He started out like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. He was just making videos on YouTube, like funny skits.
No, wait, whoa. There is one called Milk and
the Milk Carton Man, or like that.
Yeah.
Yo, those two, that one is such a great short film, like 16 minutes.
So it's out already. I was waiting. I wanted to see that.
Obsession comes out this.
No, the one about the milk, about the dad going out for the milk, and like what was it called, Milkman or something? Because Jerry O'Connell.
I'm gonna find it, but it's something in milk, right?
Okay.
And it's basically based on 2 pranksters, and one of them is actually a serial killer. That's all I'm gonna say. And that it comes out in the way that it unfolds is, first of all, very, very scary because it's very realistic. Think about that baby stupid. Think about a low-level jackass means like just a regular serial killer. That's it.
I got one for you though. I don't know if y'all seen it yet. I don't know if y'all seen the trailer. I know they just dropped the trailer on it not too long ago. Evil Dead Burn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We synced it. We here for it. We here for it.
Talk about squeamish.
Yes.
Wow.
I just had my wife watch the trailer with me 2 days ago. I was like, why could I not get Dakota on this?
To be able to sleep at night.
Listen, she's not scary like that though.
I will never keep my dishwasher open. That's all I gotta say.
No.
Right.
I will
First
never
off,
keep my
even if I did, I would have placed the sharp things pointed up.
Knives face up.
Exactly. Because I was really like, oh, why would you put the knives and forks up? That doesn't make sense.
Listen,
we already knew that. We already knew it was going downhill from there.
She looked at the trailer with me. Dakota looked at the trailer. She was like, "Oh, this movie looks really good." She's not and for the
I'm looking forward to her making some deadites.
I'll be sitting there with this girl like, "You not scared of this?" No. She laughed at some parts, like I know because I conditioned her.
Milk and cereal. Okay, interesting.
To know that it's prosthetics. Everything is prosthetics. I'm getting her to know that. So then when she actually starts seeing it at Monster Palooza and IMAX, it was like, oh, okay, this is not scary to me because I know it's just a man in makeup or a woman in makeup.
Wow.
And that's why she's laughing.
See, me and my wife watch horror films for comedy. At this point, we're just like, yeah, that wouldn't happen. They're stupid. In the Batman news, we do have confirmed castmates that are coming on new and returning. Sebastian Stan, Scarlett Johansson, and Brian Tyson Henry are joining the cast. Also returning are Colin Farrell as the Penguin, Jamie, the fine lawyer or the fine mayor of Gotham, Jamie Lawson. That's how I know her as. Look, that's how I know her. That's how I was introduced to Jamie Lawson, fine mayor of Gotham. It's like Gotham gave you Batman and a fine mayor. Jamie Lawson is returning as Mayor Bella Real. Gil Perez Abraham as GCPD Officer Martinez, and Andy Serkis is returning as Alfred Pennyworth, and Jeffrey Wright is returning as Commissioner Gordon. No confirmed roles as of yet. They were saying Sebastian Stan might be Harvey Dent, but that might not be true. He might be another. He might be playing another villain.
He's Two-Face.
I see that.
Could be. I see it.
Yes. The reason why I say that is because at this point, the way they're telling the story, what other possible rogue could he be? And everybody keeps on saying, well, he could be Scarecrow. No.
Nah, he doesn't give me Scarecrow vibes.
But again, a guy like him who's a politician but also has a duality, I'm just saying, it's okay to sit there and say he's Two-Face. And it's fine. But you don't have to sit there and be secretive. I mean, it's not like Batman has a lot of rogues to pick from. I'm just going to point that out.
I mean, Charles Dance, who you best known as the father in Game of Thrones,
Tywin Lannister.
Tywin Lannister he will be playing Christopher Dent. So,
Brother Numsy in the Golden Child.
Numsy.
My dear brother, sweet Numsy. I'm sorry.
Like I'm not gonna lie. I don't care if he was in Warlock, Game of Thrones. Every time I see that man on screen, I'm like, oh, my dear brother Noopsy. But yeah, that's confirmed for that. And also Marvel Comics is having a shakeup. Not the films, but Brad Winterbaum, who was part of the television run of Marvel Comics or Marvel shows and everything else. He's now going to be running the division of Marvel Comics. I'm not sure in what capacity that means. I know that since the MCU is in inception, that a lot of things that happen in the films tend to correlate in certain comics. And it's not like long-running comics. It's like Spider-Man having organic webbing. When Tobey Maguire premiered as Spider-Man with the organic webbing, that was around the time comics was doing it. They were just like, yeah, we're going to do that. And then they reverted back some years later. So every time, even now they have a Fantastic Four comic based off the television or based off the film, based off the characters off the film. So I don't know if they're going to be pushing more of that kind of content out, or if they're going to go with the mainstream stuff and kind of correlate it. I don't know. I hope not, because there's certain titles that I still get that I just prefer to stay the way they are.
Agreed.
But with that shakeup, though, it kind of screams a problem at Marvel to me. It screams a problem. At the same time, it's like Marvel goes into panic mode and says, okay, we need a new direction. And this sounds good. Let's go throw this in there. Which again tells you everything you want to know. It's like we're gonna throw this at the wall and hope it sticks. Instead of maybe going back and reviewing your business model. What are you actually putting out there? At the same time, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. You might want to change who's writing your stories and who's drawing.
Yeah.
Especially people you've been giving Spider-Man comics to that can't draw Spider-Man for crap. Your Spider-Man looks like a Picasso painting. I'm just gonna put it that way.
Yeah.
He's raising his church finger. Yeah.
Now your comment section. Y'all talk about wrestling in here too?
Yeah.
When we can, yeah.
On occasion.
Y'all just do everything. I need to start coming in here more often.
You got an open invitation, but you got your own
Man,
business
listen,
to deal with.
My kids just do I mean, Dakota keeps me so busy. Like I just checked her Instagram. V Neil just sent her an invitation for a contest. So I'm like, I'm all over the place.
The lady is done.
Yeah. No, but yeah, we cover it all. We cover everything nerdy. Like we cover it everything. As you see, we talked about Black family relationships. We talked about comics. We talked about TV shows and the movies.
This is my community. I try to certain things I try to talk to my wife about, and I'll be like, "Babe, do you understand?" She'll be like, "Say it again." Come on, pay attention.
Candace and my wife would get along great because they were just like, okay, yeah, whatever he said.
I don't want Candace to be
Let
like,
him talk. Just let him talk. We gonna be good. Just let him talk. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You hungry?
Like, okay, I just started getting her into like Dragon Ball Z, and she's catching up. So it's like, okay, cool.
Nice.
Okay. Language now. So come on.
Look, imagine my wife's face when I introduced her to Firefly. And then she's like, is there more? And I'm like, there's Serenity. And she's like, is there more? No.
I am so sorry, beloved.
I'm like, because you have to know my pain now.
I'm glad you started her off with Dragon Ball and not One Piece, because I don't know.
I gotta start off with the original creator to all of them. Okay, so they all stem off of Dragon Ball Z. They all come from Goku. They all come they're all his children. So
yes, there you go.
Every stepdad in anime comes from Piccolo. Got it.
Exactly. So I had to keep it the right way. But right now she got me stuck into her show, and I've been stuck on From. So
that's my wife.
Trying to figure out what the heck is going on in this show.
Because I got through the first season, and I looked at my wife. I said, "Is this Lost? Please don't tell me this is Lost all over again. I can't do that again."
Listen, I was trying to figure out who I can get. When I look at these shows, I just be trying to figure out who I can contact in order for Dakota to work on them with them, because that's what I did with The Last of Us. I got Dakota to rub shoulders with the guy who created the zombies for the show.
Oh wow!
Laney just fell off the couch.
Laney is done at this moment.
Did though?
Like I don't be playing. I'm so serious. Anything if I start looking at who's the lead makeup artist? Does Dakota know them? Do they know who Dakota is? So when we went to the movies, Barry knew who Dakota was. He was excited to take a picture with Dakota. When they made that Frankenstein movie, the guy who created the Frankenstein, he knew who Dakota was.
Oh, wow.
I do not play no games. I told you, I market my kid to all aspects. So when my child walked in a room, you know who she is as an adult.
Whoopty, what is cult shaped?
What's up?
No, Whoopty said if it's not cult, it's cult shaped. What is cult shaped?
Oh, One Piece is a cult. Look, One Piece is not a cult. One Piece is a widely known support group with jackets.
Wow. Sounds like a cult.
No.
Wow. Everybody got turtlenecks.
No. There's a cult, but to keep the positivity of this show, we're not going to mention what that cult is. But no.
Look,
One Piece welcomes everybody.
I'm gonna give you something. I didn't know the makeup artist for Sinners was a white guy. I didn't know that.
Oh, wow. Didn't know either.
Okay.
Oh.
Didn't know that. So when we at the show, he was like, "Hey, Jarell, you remember me?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "I'm Mike," and I'm like, "Oh, hey, yeah, I worked on Sinners." I started scrolling. Who's Mike on Sinners? He's a lead makeup artist. Oh. Okay, he's like, "Hey, is Dakota here? I gotta get some pictures with her." Hey, how do you know my child? Oh, who don't know who Dakota is?
You did your job, bro. You're doing your job.
Did you not say you brag on your kids? Did you not say you brag on your kids?
People in that aspect know, like, I be expecting the assistant makeup artist to be knowing who she is, and they might.
No disrespect to the assistant makeup artist, but she's not assistant makeup artist.
No.
Assistant makeup artist, especially because I cannot do makeup. But your daughter is a prodigy. NTC.
And like, and to your credit, Jarell, you
Lane-
sat there and said you wanted to make sure your daughter was known. I think sometimes, sir, you get surprised about how far and how wide your daughter's name has been out there. Sometimes
I do. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Smart. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I do, because I feel like as a Black person, my voice don't get as heard as somebody else who might promote their child. Because it's like I said, it's kids on there who I know for a fact have copied my content. Parents have copied my content, and their videos will do higher numbers than mine. Like, this is, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret, right? At the Lewis, we had 2 makeup artists who worked on the show Abbott Elementary, right? They came up to me.
Laney.
I don't know. Okay, real quick, Laney, this is for you. That's Barry. That's the guy who did the makeup for The Last of Us. So
she's gonna fall off the couch. I'm telling you, she's gonna fall.
They came up to me at the Lewis and was like, "Hey, Jarell, where's Dakota?" And I'm like, she's over there. She's taking pictures and stuff. She's doing interviews. Oh, well, I don't know. 2 years ago, at the height of Dakota, like, she's still at her peak, but Dakota her and my wife scared me so bad, where Dakota dressed as Jigsaw in the garage.
I remember that.
Okay.
That was classic.
Elementary did a Halloween episode, and there was a little girl who rode in on the bike as Jigsaw. Come to find out, the makeup artist said that was my episode. I used your skit for this little girl. That's why the little girl looks like Dakota with just makeup on.
Wow.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
Influence. See how the name is synonymous now.
Because I kept telling my wife, I'm like, babe, why you can't tell me this little girl don't look like Dakota? She was like, Jerome, you're crazy. That's not. They didn't use our video. There's no way they seen our video. And then when she said that, I called my wife immediately. Like, hey, I knew I wasn't crazy. I told you.
Jarell sat there and said, I was right.
Exactly.
Right.
I was like, no.
I was.
But Spartan, to your point, I don't. I make, because like I said, I just feel like I'm silenced a lot. I might have a huge following, but you see, I posted Dakota's video with her and Jafaar and Michael and all that stuff. It did the numbers didn't do what I thought it was going to do. For Michael to be at the height that it did, and I only posted it a week after the movie came out. The original plan was for Lionsgate to get me the video April 9th before their world premiere in Berlin. That was the plan, but they didn't clear it with all of the talent agent people who were in the video, so we didn't get it back until after the movie premiere. But I told my wife, I said, this video is not going to do as well because it came out late, but it's because of who's posting it. If this was any other content creator, not my skin tone, it would have did numbers.
Of course.
The algorithm can be written. The algorithm social media's landscape is extremely fickle and weird, right? And we see it for what it is. And sometimes that's why, like, when people look at Blerd's Eyeview and they ask, like, yo, man, y'all should be doing it. I'm like, we are gradually going where we need to go. I'm not worried about blowing anything out the water because the ones that blow it out the water, they're flash in the pan. They don't last long. I've seen they flip out over they live streams and lose and follow. I'm like, that ain't me. I don't have time for that. You know, I'm going to do the content that I love talking about. And I'm going to talk to the people I always want to talk to. Fanboy out, fangirl out. If Angela Bassett comes through one day, and
I might could help you with that.
Mutant power activate.
Because
let's go.
Artist is really good friends with Dakota. They speak all the time. So just like when Dakota got a personalized message from Samuel Jackson, he personally told his makeup artist, hey, I want Dakota on set. So when they were filming the spinoff to the show that he's doing with Sylvester Stallone. He's
Oh,
getting
yeah.
a spinoff.
Yeah.
Like
You
he
talking about
made
Tulsa
sure
King?
Oh, Tulsa
Yeah.
King.
Yeah, Tulsa King.
he made sure that Dakota was on set, and Dakota got to actually be the director and cut and action and all that stuff for Samuel L. Jackson's parts.
We are that close. Do y'all understand?
To help you with that.
Laney, baby.
We're gonna work on that, Jarell. We go because I got your number anyway. We're gonna work on that.
Water is living my dream. Like,
We need a spray bottle because when she freezes,
he's my hero. Like,
Listen,
what?
I told my wife I don't be knowing Dakota be building. So I try to get Dakota personal, space to be a kid, but also learn how to navigate inside her social media and talk to people or network.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know her and Samuel Jackson be having full blown conversations. Like they talk on the regular basis. He literally writes her and says, "Hey, how are you doing? Making sure you and your family are good." He sent her messages for Thanksgiving, Christmas, all this stuff. Like he randomly will write her and they have full blown conversations. I say, like, you're
right there.
I grew up on CB, so you are living my dream by even speaking to him. Right? So
right there.
we were on set and we were in his trailer. Him and Dakota was just sitting there talking and chit-chatting like they was just best friends. I'm looking at him like
Laney.
You just want to sit there and be like, you know what, that's when you can sit there and say, you know what, you have done well as a parent when your child is speaking with a renowned superstar and just not marking out, not fangirling, but just in her element. And you can't. I know you was there smiling. I know you were just.
I kind of know the feelings.
I'm my palms and sweaty. I'm like, yo, this is Samuel Jackson. Like, oh my gosh. And she literally, like, she just talks to these people like they're just normal to her. Like Dakota has a defined energy about her where she's in a room and it's just like to her, she feels like she's supposed to be there. And I tell her, like, yo,
I love that.
All the time, you walk into rooms and it's just like she just sitting there and her and Samuel sitting there and they both on their phones and they reach over and just start nudging each other. What is going on here?
But that's also a testament to you and your wife, though. You think about it, because you got to think, like you said, Dakota walks in the room and it's almost like she's
Bama, the Samuel Jackson.
So look at his face. They have a picture together.
Yeah, they do.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying to her that, I mean, how Dakota moves in a room, that's a testament to you, Jarell, and your wife. I mean, you raised her to literally walk in there and kind of command the room, to be really honest about it. So, and you can tell she does because, like you said, she's talked with people that most folks would, give their left arm for, much less not mark out, not freak out, but just talk to them and just be so calm and collected about it. That's a testament to y'all, right?
So, Bird's Eye View family and crew, don't be surprised when we get Sam or Angela or both in the near future.
Listen, because Sam is definitely he is pro-black.
Yes, he is.
So serious. So
he's just as nerdy as us.
Yeah, he's a total blerd all the day, every day.
I probably can get him before I can get Angela because, like I said, Dakota speaks to him on a regular basis. So,
look, you got my number, I got yours. You know what to do.
Yes, sir.
So, in some a little sad news, Tom Kane, voice of so many characters, including Professor Utonium from Powerpuff Girls, the Clone Wars animated features, and the Wild Thornberries, passed away, 64. 64 years old. Like, when was that day? He was at a convention last year. I think it was last year with the actresses that do the voice for the Powerpuff Girls, and he was dressed as Professor Utonium, and they were dressed in their respective Powerpuff girl colors. And I'm like, man, is he sick? Which is a question I'm going to ask, opposed to somebody owning something. most social media knuckleheads do. And yeah, it turned he was I believe he was sick. And yeah, matter of fact, it was 2 months ago. 2 months ago, he was Lexington Comic Con. That's where he was at, Lexington Comic Con. So he's done work such as Darwin and the Wild Thornberries, Ultron and the Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Magneto and Wolverine and the X-Men, and so many more. Capcom, voices for Capcom 3, and yeah.
The fact that he's got. I actually started looking at all the voice credits, and I'm like, okay. Once I pass page 3, once you pass page 3 of your voice credits, and I'm just like, no, you again. It's amazing that a lot of folks are finding out now that they're finding out he did that many. Yeah,
yeah. That's like Steve Bloom. It's like Steve Bloom. You hear his voice. Steve Bloom, Phil Lamar, Deborah Wilson. You know, you hear their voice, you like you can pick up the cadence. You pick up the cadence and you just know it when you hear it. So it's like it's literally all there. Literally all there.
You can go as far as June Foray from her Looney Tune days. That woman, that lady did a lot of different roles.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's we see it often, unfortunately, but rest in peace to Tom Kane, prayers to his family. He provided several generations of voices for cartoons, so it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. But
no, it's not.
But in other news, we're good there. Jarell, brother,
Sir.
it's glad having you in Dakota back.
It was definitely a pleasure. Definitely a pleasure.
Yeah.
I got to make sure I come on here without her because I see you guys speaking my language. So I just got to make sure I'm clear with the white person. Hey,
lock in.
You got to submit a request like that. It's on the table.
I got to get her permission slip, man.
Yeah, get permission. Get permission slip, get the document badge, the whole night.
Right. My wife, she'll love it.
So
and everything that you guys do with this community is absolutely a beautiful thing seeing. Don't stop no matter what, because you guys are only getting bigger. And if I can do as much promotion that I can for you guys, I will. I will start posting you guys, sharing it in my stories and everything whenever you guys are going live as much as I can. Try to help out with
yes.
Oh, please.
That's always a help, because there are people who didn't like, man, we didn't know y'all. Yeah, we here. We've been here. We spoke to some amazing people, live and virtual, and then sometimes we don't have guests. We just kind of vibe out and talk about whatever nerdy thing is going on, and we tell it from a Blerd's perspective, and we don't trash it. We're not negative about it. We joke about stuff, but we're not negative away.
Are you guys on Threads? Are you on Threads?
Yeah, I am on Threads. I'm getting more active on Threads.
Yeah, start because I built a big community on Threads, which I didn't even know. I just happened to log on there one day and just start using it. Threads, look, they have communities, and it actually tells you, hey, this is this community. You can actually search up this community, so you can start promoting in that community as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm getting more active in Threads because the book of faces is kind of a and IG can be funny acting, and the dark place I don't even bother going over there. I don't go to the dark place,
So like if you go on Threads and like you search in the community, you can put in there what people are like looking for. You just do that, man. Listen, you'll get a lot of traction, in which case it'll start building people coming to this platform to see your podcasts and stuff. And you guys, listen, Threads is the new Instagram.
It is.
Looking for something different than Instagram.
And actually in Threads, there's something else. You know how we talk about Black Twitter?
Oh yeah.
Threads is so much more entertaining.
Yes, it is.
But you know what? I've never seen so much positivity in the Black community than I do on Threads. I'm like, yo, it's completely night and day from Instagram to Threads when it comes to Black people loving each other. Threads is like above. It's above the threshold when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I get on Instagram and I see like the negativity and stuff. I get on Threads and it's like, I love you, black man. I love you, black woman. Take care. Have a beautiful. I'm like, yo, this is so good. I'm coming here.
David, the memes. Oh God, the memes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how long can hold that many memes. So it was like,
they be on people on Threads. Like if you don't belong over there on a certain, listen. They came at Tamara Mori. Is that her name? They got her real good.
Oh yeah.
They did her dirty on.
She got on there, and she was gone like in 24 hours. But then her sister got on there later, and it was just like, oh, come on in. I'm like, wait a minute, what is she doing right now?
I'm so behind, but yes.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm gonna start sharing your guys' stuff.
Hey, man, brother, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So before we get out of here, tell everybody where they can find you guys.
Oh man, my page is Snack Bandit's Dad on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Threads. Dakota has hers. It's just Morvael Fx. So,
right there.
Yep, there it is, right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
She's everywhere. So it used to be Paint with Dakota, but now if you try to search that up, you can't find anything on that. Morvael Fx.
So, with Jarell, brother, it's always a pleasure. Dakota has all of our support, love, protection, and all of the ancestors backing her up. So, whatever we can do, let us know. Let us know. Good people that's out there that's watching us. Guess what? Unfortunately, it's that time. So, here we go.
Wrap up protocol initiated, Captain.
Man, it's always a good time when we are here, so let's start this off. What do you freaking do?
Hey, I'm with the freaking doing. I'm online of nerdy nails or not nails like these. Hold on, like these or nerdy nails like these.
There we go.
You can find those at Fresh Press by Z.
Is that Bash?
That's like
that looked like it.
No, it's Bash the Stampede. Wait a minute. Lady of Geek by Heart.
Love y'all. I am Lady by Heart. Me and my husband are Geek by Heart. You can find us on TikTok. You can find us on IG. You can find us on Threads. You can find us on YouTube. Right now, I am trying to get back some consistency. So on Wednesdays, I am trying to do Asian imprisonment so that once I finish with Asian imprisonment, then I can go into Disney Kingdom, which I am excited over. So join me there, usually around 7:30 to 8 o'clock on Wednesdays, and I'm trying to do 4 to 7 so that I can get off at 7 and Room Full of Birds to see Room Full of Birds and Navy Montel on Sundays.
See how that's important? See, I can't always make it on Sundays because I'm running around doing husband duties. But I always try to jump in somewhere. So there it is.
That part. I'll be in the back.
Yeah. Black Spartan.
Yeah, Black_Spartan 615 on the social. Shows are still going on because we gotta, talk about the devil. We gotta talk about the worst stuff because apparently some people cannot survive on 174K a year. So we're definitely going to cover that on How the Factor Got Here every Wednesday at 8:30ish. Of course, myself, Jafaar TV, Short Guy Joe, will be covering everything in the world of video games and anime, especially with Devil May Cry Season 2 on Netflix. It's actually pretty good. But Give It broadcast this 8:30 on Fridays as well. Streaming is still happening sometimes. Like I said, now that we new job and everything. So that's got to get all knocked out. So, I'm gonna hate going to the office from here on out. I used to be a remote person, but now I gotta go back to the office. Anyway, so streaming will be back up and running. We will get into Pragmata. We will get into Mouse. I kind of plan on doing a 5-hour streams on those games just because it's been a while. So pray for me, need coffee and everything else and all the good things. But we'll be doing that on Twitch. Outside of that, again, if Chaos Demon was here, we'd say protect your mental. Your mental is just as wealthy as your physical. So please take advantage of every service and things out there, therapy, whatever you need to actually keep your mental. Definitely do that. I will also add this additionally because if you have a village, protect your village. I cannot stress that enough when I say it takes a village. What I mean by that, I mean having a group of people, not necessarily meaning your family members, but folks that are just out to help you thrive, to help you support you in any way that they can, and vice versa. So if you do have a village, please protect your village, support your village, nurture your village. Just like I was saying here in the comments, water your seeds and watch the garden grow, because trust me, you're going to need those people, especially at your lowest or your highest. So again, if you have a village, protect them, look out for them, because that's what we should be doing anyway, because no one told Drake to wear the same glove Michael Jackson wore when he grabbed his crotch. So I'm just gonna leave that one alone. That also being said, the rules still do apply, as Navy's shaking his head. See, this is why you go first, and this is why the Deacon goes second, because I go off the rails. So rules still do apply, guys. Of course, rule number one: respect cosplayers at all times. Cosplay is not consent. Please treat people like human beings. This does go for more of the female cosplayers than the male cosplayers. Not saying that male cosplayers do not get heckled or assaulted or any of the worst of things, but unfortunately, when it comes to females, there are some idiots out there that just simply cannot, that just lack home training. So I will say it like this: respect cosplayers or get stomped out. Your choice. Please choose wisely. Rule number two: hygiene is important, especially if you stink. Because if you're one of those folks that get right behind people in grocery stores and you got bad breath, I should not know you have bad breath when my back is turned. That means your breath somehow got around to the front, and I know you have terrible breath, and my back is turned to you, sir. It's like when you breathe, I knew off the bat, you getting that sauerkraut sandwich from 2 nights ago was a terrible decision. Again, water, soap, toothpaste, all the above. I'm saying, Navy, you should not know somebody's breath is bad when their back is turned to you. That's all I'm saying. Also, personal space, 50 feet, it ain't gonna hurt you. Also, at the same time, guys, talk, share, invite people to your fandoms. Don't be a dick. At the same time, if you're going to BlerdCon next year, don't dress up like Hogan or you will get jumped.
Hey, I love that.
Maybe it was just like the nerve.
I don't even
the unmitigated call.
I don't even know what to say. Oh, we'll just go with the usual, Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blerds and nerds of all ages, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It is I, Navy Montel, your frosty bearded blurticorn here. If you want to know what I'm up to, hit my socials. I am across all socials. I'm not on Facebook a lot because I like my brain matter. I like to keep my brain bumpy. I don't want it being smooth, so I don't frequent it that much. I'm with this amazing crew twice a week. I'm with Lady Mandalore, a room full of blurs, as we talk to Black independent comic creators and all the others who fit in that space on any creative level. Voice actor and upcoming voice actor, trying to be like them when I grow up. If you guys are going to be in Atlanta this weekend, Whoopty friggin' do and myself, we will be tag teaming MomoCon. We're going to be doing interviews. We're going to be chopping it up with all the cool people. We're putting in work, okay? For everyone who seems to think that we just go to the con. No, we put in work because there are people that need to have their flowers. They need to be given their flowers, and we need people to support these other creators. So if we can shine that light on them, we going to put in that work. So trust me, we do that. And anyone who knows, especially me, I put in that work. And Whoopty friggin' do, she puts in that work as well, just like this amazing ass crew. Okay. And I if I can say something, this has been an amazing week. Take your shot, shoot your shot, take a chance, go for it, take that step and take that leap of faith. Oftentimes people are so afraid to take a chance. They're worried about what's going to happen on the other side without realizing that you can be blessed by simply just saying, you know what? Nothing beats a failure but a try. I'm going to give it a shot. And if it doesn't work out, I'm happy because I tried. The woulda, coulda, shouldas are the worst YNs out there because they're the ones that make you question yourself. They make you worry about whether or not you're taking that chance. Take that motherfucking chance. You know why? Because if you don't, you never know what blessings you're going to be missing out on.
That's right. This has been an episode.
Amen.
Love it. Thank you to Jarell and Dakota Patton, aka Morvael Fx, for coming through. That's what community looks like. That's what family looks like. That's what support truly looks like. And that's what talent looks like. Because my God, 8 years old.
I feel slow.
Man, I you kind of forget that she's accomplished more at 8 than I did. I kind of feel like, dang, I was not utilizing my time.
I need to talk to my mom and my dad. I'm like, what we got doing? No, but shout out to Jarell and Dakota Patton. Shout out to the Patton family, because good Lord, all the children, creatives, yeah,
all of them.
Sign me up. Are they adopted? I don't know. Let's find out. So, until then, no show Thursday. At least not yet. I don't think.
I will be on it.
I might. I'm trying to see a father and his son in their Naboo fighter. So yeah, I'm trying to see that. So I don't know if I'll be able to get to see it early or not, but we'll find out. Stay tuned. So till then, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, YouTube and Twitch. Hit that like, share, and subscribe, and that bell on the YouTube channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, like Jarell's getting ready to do. He tell his friends to tell their friends, and share and like and subscribe and do all that great stuff. Listen to us wherever you listen to your podcast. That includes Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. You can also catch, if you don't like what YouTube does with the ads, go to Always Press Record TV. Most of our episodes are over there in the archives. You can watch it undisturbed. You might even get to see prepubescent babyface bald Fury. It was a time. That was a time. So until then, remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. This was a great episode.
Very much so.
We talked about everything. This was a great one. Like, we had great episodes, but this hits different. And I might have to do some things for next season. I don't know. Combat the gender war stuff. Combat all this negative. I'm for it.
That's a fair point.
It's nerdy. They need somebody to stand in the gap. Until then, we will see you guys soon. Until then, we are out of here.
Yeah.